G'day BTN crew. Well, I am so excited because today we are hanging out at Northern Sound System here in South Australia. Now, this place is known for developing and kickstarting the careers of some incredible Aussie artists. And today we're having a chat to a young artist who is on the way to joining these famous graduates.
It's so hard not to love you.
Meet Sofia. She's 19 years old but started writing music in her bedroom when she was just 12.
Take 7. I'm a Filipino Singer Songwriter. I don't really write Filipino music, but I write a lot about my experiences and currently my high school life, which ended 2 years ago. But yeah, that's me. Be your someone. I really didn't start writing till I was about year 8. It wasn't that serious. It was more of a very angsty moment in my life. But then I kind of realized by year 11 that, you know, this is the kind of thing that I want to do. So I started writing a bit more, discovering my life a bit more. Each other behind. Yeah, I didn't really find myself until about year 12, like who I want to be in this scene. I've changed my sheets every month, every year. The main person who got me into music was my granddad, so he's really like the key person who pushed me to do songwriting and just releasing my stuff into the world. Yeah, I don't know. Music was just ingrained in us, and it's in our genes. My mom and my uncles would be involved in like bands over time. You should know there's beautiful girls all over the world. So that's kind of where I got it from, but definitely my granddad, because he was the most creative of them all.
Oh, that's beautiful. You mentioned you write a lot of your songs. Talk us through the process. Is it something that you do in one day, or is it over the course of a few months or a couple of years where you get ideas? I know that's such an open-ended question, but for your experience, tell us what it's like being a songwriter.
I mean, it's very hit and miss. Sometimes I write a line and then just leave it there in my notes. It's gonna rot in there. But sometimes when I'm really feeling it, I just cough up an entire song in a minute. I still listen to your songs, trying to read between the lines. I think the biggest challenge was being true to myself and my art, because nowadays you're kind of forced into all this, the TikTokification of music, and then you're kind of expected to fit in the box, and that's really hard for me. I like a good trauma dump and just a good yap session when I write my music.
Last year, she was selected for the WOMADelaide and Northern Sound System Academy Music Development Program.
It's a program for culturally diverse artists in South Australia, where they engage in things like songwriting workshops, live performance development, business development, photography, getting a photo shoot done, filming a music video, and learning all the ins and outs of what it takes to be an artist, to a successful artist in the industry. And at the end of the program, they'll perform at an Academy showcase that we put on here at Northern Sound System, and a couple of artists from that showcase will get chosen to perform on one of the biggest stages at WOMADelaide, which is such a huge opportunity.
And this year, Sofia was one of those artists chosen to perform at WOMAD.
I told my mom, and then I told my partner, and everyone's freaking out. Oh my God, you're playing WOMAD! And well, I'm wearing a really nice skirt, and then a camisa, which is like a traditional Filipino women's top, and it's pink. It's really important that I did that because I want to represent my people some way, somehow, which is always nice. Of course, I would love to see myself playing a huge music festival in Europe, but that might take a little longer, but at the minute, I'm just going with the flow. You're someone I've never had.